Hey, Cousin Internet. It's me, Cousin Todd, with Mama's Comedy Show. Yeehaw! And with me is Cousin Ali.
Hello, people. I hope you're having Good Friday.
That's right. It's Big Todd and Special Ali.
The hell was that voice?
I don't know.
Where did that come from?
I listened to, so last week's episode went live today.
Okay.
Because remember, I like the Wi-Fi here, I couldn't
Right.
upload it. And I was listening to it, and I was like, I bet you if you took every podcast that we did, they all start off sounding, hey, cousin, hey. So I was like, just throw a mix in there.
I like it.
How you doing?
I'm good. I actually got some sleep last night.
Oh, with who?
I got to bed at a decent hour.
Oh, yeah.
Well, decent for me.
Yeah.
Like 2.
All right.
So,
All right.
decent for me.
Yeah.
Woke up at like 8:30, I'd say.
Right.
Got to work, and I didn't have anything but this today, but I had
Yeah.
some other stuff I wanted to do. I needed to, I wanted to submit for the Laughing Skull Comedy Festival. I had to, edit a 3-minute clip for that,
Yep.
specific just for that. Did some other things. So I took an edible because the edibles that I have aren't that strong.
Right.
But the problem with edibles are you don't know where the dosage is, like
Right.
which edible got the
Yeah.
least amount or
It's
the
a
most.
lottery ticket.
Yeah. But I had been averaging, just taking the edge off, really, is all it's
Mhm.
been doing. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take it today so I can just chill and get my work done. Yeah, I chose the gummy that woke up and chose violence.
Yeah. Is that why you're not wearing clothes right now?
Yes.
I thought it was odd, but I didn't want to say anything.
Hey, gets warm out here.
You just playing with your nipples. It's really, really uncomfortable.
Well, if God didn't want me to play with my nipples, he wouldn't have given me fingers and nipples.
That's true. That's true. So okay, let's just jump right into this. This came from a mama's night, and I very distinctly remember, and it's been my question of the week, and I've been having a lot of fun with this. I'm going to give you a hypothetical.
Okay.
All right, we had a grade school teacher here one night, and that's where this came from because I said, "Do you ever make them fight?" and
That's right, I remember.
And so here's the hypothetical I've been throwing in there. All right. You're in a boxing ring, right?
Mhm.
Standard size boxing ring.
Okay.
Every 2 seconds, another 4-year-old is coming into the ring. All right. Realistically, how many can you take out before they eventually overpower you?
Every one of them.
I don't know, man.
Every one of them.
Every 2
Because every
seconds.
2 seconds, it takes a second.
Right. But
And you know how slow they are?
But listen to this.
Dude.
All right. So ready? 1, 2. Like the other one is gonna be in the ring.
But here's the thing. You think that a 4-year-old is gonna honestly all of them are gonna want to attack me? I could just
Yeah.
start shaking keys at them and almost all of them are distracted.
Here's the thing that I said as I was like, regardless, that first one is getting obliterated. Right? And then the second one, because the thing is, they don't want to go into the ring, right?
Right.
Especially when they see what happened to that first kid. Because I'm picking that first kid up by the legs and using him as a weapon to take down the next 3 or 4. And so as the kids are like running, like once they get into the ring and they're like, oh shit, they're going to try to get away from me. But now there's another kid in the ring.
God.
And now there's another kid in the ring. It just takes one to latch hold of your leg while you're throttling another one.
Right.
Before you know it, you got two
it's a
of them.
4-year-old latching
Right.
hold. Like you
That's-
could do anything.
How
and
much
they're-
does a 4-year-old weigh, though? 50 pounds?
No.
35?
Ish,
All right.
maybe.
So you got one of those on each leg, and you're punching them to try to get them off your legs, and then another one grabs your arm.
All you got to do is punch one time. There isn't
think-
punching like going after it.
I
They're
mean,
not,
I
like-
think 50.
they're not strong.
I think 50 is a reasonable. I could take out 50 before I'm just a pile of 4-year-olds with
Well,
my hand reaching out to the top.
I will say this: eventually, I'm going to get tired.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Is you're going to punch every 2 seconds, and like, are you wearing boxing gloves? I mean, because then it's like, okay, well, now one of those 4-year-olds might be able to get back up. But so here's where it really gets interesting.
Okay.
All right, so you get $10,000 for every 4-year-old you knock out.
Okay.
whether it's out of the ring or just put them on the ground. They're not getting back up, right?
Okay.
So you can choose $10,000 for every 4-year-old you KO, or $12,000 for every 5-year-old, or $15,000 for every 6-year-old. And you keep working your way up. At what number do you go, I don't know how many 11-year-olds I can take out? Like, again, the first 11-year-old is going to get fucking hammered. Like, that's your best. You're using the Batman approach. Put the fear of God into everyone that comes next.
Yeah, now, are these average-sized 11-year-olds? Because every now and then you get
It's a
that one
lottery.
that's dressed like
Yeah.
that looks like a 28-year-old kid.
It's a lottery. You know, it's like 10,000 of them show up at the arena hoping for a chance for the grand prize. And here's the other side of it. Why would parents let their children into the ring with a guy? So here's the thing. The parents are told you will get $1 million if your child is in the ring when he's overpowered or just can't fight anymore. So you're spinning that wheel because you get to the arena and it's like bingo for the parents. The parent whose number is 1 and their kid is the first in the ring has got to be like, fuck.
Yeah.
I just agreed to let my kid get brain damage.
Okay, here's the thing.
But if you're like 50 in there's a good chance. And I think I would be a good sport as the gladiator in this 4-year-old arena. I wouldn't try to throw any of them outside of the ring because I'd be like, you know what? If I'm beating the shit out of your 4-year-old, you're going to get something for this.
Yeah.
Like the people who are sponsoring this event have got money, clearly,
Mm-hmm.
and pay-per-view. You people are going to line up to sign up for this. When you say, hey, there's a pay-per-view match tonight, who is it? It's just some average 40-something-year-old guy against an unlimited number of 4-year-olds. People are going to pay to see that. But again, when you see that first hit, you're like, maybe we shouldn't have gotten this.
Okay, so let's put some caveats on this. Every kid you knock out,
Yep.
Unconscious or out of the ring, whatever, you get, let's just say, because honestly, if it's $1 million for the kids that will be there, then they can up the money for us.
Right.
If we're doing that. So let's just say it's $50,000 every kid.
Right.
You know, every kid you knock out.
Right.
But you can't kill any.
Right. You
So-
lose
but what
everything
I'm
if you
saying,
kill one.
If they're 4 or 5,
Yeah.
you gotta measure those punches.
Yeah.
Because you get them good.
Right in the soft spot.
Boom.
That's
they're
my
gone.
That's my approach. I just punch down.
Yeah, it's just like they're out. They're out for the count, and they're done.
So-
now, if they lose the 6th grade, who cares? They can't do
They're
math.
not in 6th grade yet. They're 4
Even
years
better.
old.
Even better.
They forgot what colors are.
Now, what I would do if I was presented
Yep.
with $25,000 every knockout,
Yeah.
4-year-olds, I would go after one of the moms,
Yeah.
knock her up, and play the long game because I'd throw my kid in there for the next person that's going to do it.
Yeah.
I have better chance of winning $1 million than I do of earning $1 million
And the
knocking
thing
out
is,
children.
is you also have to be careful how much money you're offering per child. Because if you're like, all right, you get $50,000 per child, and then at that point I'm like, all right, well, how many do I have to do before I'm like, okay? Because then I'm just gonna like pop, 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 pop. Good night. I'll lay down, let the next kid lay on top of me.
Yeah, that's a good point. And then, like, just conscious-wise,
Yeah.
like, fuck, man, after so many kids,
Yeah.
like, how do you sleep at night with that hard on?
On on a giant mattress full of money.
Full of money.
Yeah. So what age bracket would you choose? Would you choose the 4-year-olds for 10,000, or let's say it goes up 1,000 every age, or 2,000 every age. That's fair because they're putting on weight too.
Oh, yeah, they're getting stronger.
So $10,000 for 4-year-olds, $12,000 for 5-year-olds, $14,000 for 6-year-olds, $16,000. 16. I'm pluralizing every word that's coming out of my mouth. $16,000 for what is that? 7-year-old? What am I on?
Yeah, 7-year-olds, $18,000 for 9-year-olds, and $20,000 for 10-year-olds. I'd probably go. I don't think I'd go above 10.
Yeah.
Because just business wise.
Yeah, let's look up a 10-year-old right now. Let's really set the FBI after my search history when I'm just searching 10-year-old
Average size of a 10-year-old boy.
average. I'm just putting 10-year-old average, and I'm gonna hit images. 54.5 inches tall, so they can ride roller coasters,
Yeah.
which is good to know because I'm gonna knock them the fuck out.
And 10-year-olds start getting that attitude too. So it will feel good.
Yeah, and so I asked this question to this one girl, and she was like, I don't know, like, are they like zombies?" And I'm like, "No, they're not zombies." And she's
No,
like,
just like-
"But why would I want to fight them?" And I was like, "Because you're getting a lot of money."
Yeah, and for those of you listening, please understand, we would never do this in public.
Yeah, this is a private event.
Yeah.
Well, it's pay-per-view also.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but again,
I'd have to go 10 years old because I could handle a 10-year-old. You could take a 10-year-old out with one shot still.
right.
Boom, boom, boom. But you're going to get tired.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to accumulate that wealth immediately.
Yeah.
So I'm like, boom, 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 boom,
10
boom.
What is that? So it's 20 grand. If you take out 10 of them at 20 grand a piece,
Mhm.
that's $200,000.
I think I could conservatively take out 25 of them.
25?
Yeah.
10-year-olds?
10-year-olds,
But that's, again, every 2 seconds. So
Right.
one.
But it's
two,
just about
one,
right. But they
two.
have to get into the ring.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying they're lined up. They're not coming
Yeah.
down the runway.
Yeah, and as soon as they come up, boom. Like
But
all
if-
I got to do is shove them off out of the ring.
Right.
Boom.
Well, I mean, they have to get into the ring.
Yeah, let them get in.
Yeah.
As soon as they get in, they're
But
done.
if you are one punch or one push doesn't do it, then you got 2 of them. And then you're like, "Oh, well," and now there's 3.
Bro, I pitch watermelon. I can get rid of these kids.
All right, we got to prove this. If you've got 4-year-old children, bring them to Mama's Comedy Show on a Friday night. I gotta point the.
Now we can't give you $20,000 per kid, but we can give you a mama's gift card.
Yes, good for half off, one admission, and the 4-year-old obviously gets in for free.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think about it and I think, all right, if I'm taking my conscience out completely,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's less of a chance of me killing a 6-year-old with a punch as opposed to a 4-year-old.
Yes.
I mean, and I'll be doing some Street Fighter Hadouken, like uppercuts. And if they say, "Hey, you have to wear gloves for the protection of the kids," I'm better with that then because
Yeah.
I know I'm not going to bust up my knuckles early on. And
Yeah.
and
you
I
want that.
and also it's like, okay, do you allow kicking? Because otherwise, I'm going to just gladiator.
Oh, I was already planning
Yeah.
on kicking. Oh, that was happening.
Gladiator.
So boom.
Boot to the chest. Just stay down.
And honestly, I would start using some psychological warfare. Go, dude, that fucker just said something about your mom. He said he banged your mom.
Yeah.
Now I get the kids fighting each other
Right.
and taking themselves out.
Yeah.
By
And
the
you just
way-
sit back and count the money.
Yes. I've got candy. I'm going to buy a lot of candy.
Yeah.
A lot of candy.
if
Whoever
you-
can get rid of these kids.
If you do see that husky 10-year-old who comes in, just immediately go, "Oh my God, I can't believe they would do this." And when he's like, "What?" Go, "We were going to tell you after the match, but I'm your father." And then when he has that confused look on his face, rock.
Boom. Uppercut, man.
Yeah.
Just rock that head back.
But but also like how shitty. I mean, it's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Like the $50 question, like the easy one.
Right.
If you whiff that first 4-year-old kid and just knock yourself out,
Yeah.
you have to live with that for the rest of your life.
You have to move to Guam.
I got my ass kicked by a 4-year-old.
Goodness.
And he
Well, actually, I whooped my own ass.
just the whole time he was just saying Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol. Maybe that's the thing to say too as you're doing it, like with each punch. Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol.
Doc McStuffins.
All right, so you're going after 10-year-olds.
I think that would be the highest I could go.
I'm going 6. I'm going 6, and I'm going for a higher number.
Okay.
And I mean, again, just thinking that every 2 seconds is
a lot.
fast. It's fast.
a lot. It is a lot.
And it's just, you're going to be punching against weight.
Yeah.
It's not just box in the air. I mean, a 4-year-old, yeah, you could.
Honestly, yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe 10.
That's what you said. 10.
No. Maybe 10.
Oh, 10 kids.
Because
10-year-olds.
It's 10-year-olds.
That's $100,000.
Yeah, I think that'd probably be about it because
Would you ever work?
they are
again?
heavier.
Would you ever work again if they're like, what's your previous work experience? And you're like, I beat up 10-year-olds on pay-per-view. That was you? Yeah, okay. I don't think this TCBY needs you here, sir.
Fine. I'll go to Menchie's.
That's a hard no for Olive Garden, sir. All right. That was my hot take, my hot question of the
Oh
week.
my God, dude. That's insane. Oh, you want to know what I just did? I'm looking it up right now, but I posted this on my TikTok. I was watching the Robin Williams, again, not Omit the Logic, Inside My Head. Omit the Logic is Richard Pryor's documentary. And so I put it on TikTok. I was like, all right, I know you're going to hate me, but which one of these Robin Williams movies goes away forever? Like we never have it.
Right.
And the ones I chose 5.
Okay.
Dead Poet Society,
mm-hmm.
Good Will Hunting,
mm-hmm.
Aladdin,
mm-hmm.
Hook, and what was my 5th one? Mrs. Doubtfire.
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting is only Oscar. You're going with that one.
Yeah, but you know what? We have Dead Poet Society, which they're close enough.
I honestly would probably get rid of Doubtfire.
Really?
I love Mrs. Doubtfire, but I got all the quirky characters out of Aladdin. You know, the genie gets all the cool characters and stuff. I think I definitely would keep Good Will Hunting. And Dead Poet Society. I almost threw in World According to Garp, but no one saw that. But I love that movie.
That's probably my favorite Robin Williams movie.
Yeah, it's so good. And John Lithgow,
amazing,
brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I love that movie, and you know what the thing is like I loved Forrest Gump until I saw The World According to Garp, and then I went, oh, Forrest Gump just ripped this movie right off.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's not the same. It's not the guy going like their famous points in history, but just seeing his life from start to finish, like we did with Forrest, it had the same vibe.
Yeah. Except
he wasn't given AIDS at the end.
No.
But you know the Helen Jamesians, that's a real thing. There's a real group of women who cut out their own tongues.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was just for the book or the movie, but it's real. All right. Speaking of, we posted this on Facebook.
I'm looking at the one I posted.
Yeah. Well, let's look at the both. But we should do this every week.
Yeah.
And so for this week, we'll go for both because I think you got a lot of posts on yours. But we'll do it on the official Mama's page.
Yeah.
So we posted a picture. It was you and I doing a scene together, and
it looks like I'm holding something, and you're on your knees,
right?
Giggity.
So we have how about I'll read these. I'll just speed through them, and then you speed through yours.
Okay.
Trust me, I've done this before. I call this procedure "What's in the tunnel."
For fear of the Facebook censors, I will say, hope it was. Oh no, that's not even a good one.
I'm holding something that came out of what now?
Oh, that's a good one. Man proposes to a single father holding his kid. His face is priceless.
Cool pet raccoon. I bet I can fit almost 2 of them in here. If you know, you know.
Ali, during mid-ballet pose, throws out his hip, and Todd is attempting to push it back in.
Dude, I just bought this 6-pack, and you go and propose? Way to ruin our Wes Anderson movie marathon, dipshit. Better tell Laura to shh and don't bring it up to Anya.
I will not sacrifice my baby to your legion of undead.
Hike me the baby. I think I can kick him through the goalpost.
No, I will never give the baby back. If you take her, she'll never be funny. Never.
I guess it really looks like you're holding a baby.
It does.
Ali is saying, look at my big salami, lol.
Uneasy lies the head. Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown.
My raccoon doesn't want to marry you.
I don't care if the baby isn't mine. We will raise him together.
Todd saying, see, if you spread it open with the left hand and work it loose with the fingers of the right hand, you should be able to put the baby right back up in there.
Give the baby one of these Percocets, and baby you and me can go out tonight.
What is that large? What is that? Blah. What is it that large? And it is to fit in that size area? Are you showing me?
Okay. You can't ask me to marry you just to get out of child support.
That's a good idea.
That's funny. That's Jamie Thomason. That's a good one.
I promise. Look here and see for yourself. That thing you have been lugging around with you is infected. Just look at my fingers.
This was dialogue, Ali. It wraps around my back and over my shoulder like this, Todd. So it won't fit in here then?
I did my last one. How many more do you have?
I've 3.
All right, go for it.
I don't care how many ping pong balls you can pull out of that dog's ass. I'm not giving you the baby, Reverend. That's a good one. And see, just like that, she was pregnant. Yes, I could see you have an invisible baby too. And yes, it does look just like me when you hold its mouth open like that, but I flat out refuse to punt it.
All right. What do you like?
I like Jamie Thomason's You Can't Ask Me to Marry You Just to Get Out of the Child Support.
That's fucking smart. She has a kid, so
yeah.
I think that's
it's a little autobiographical. Biographical.
Yeah, I think it hit close to home. All right, we'll send Jamie. We'll send you a message on Facebook with your free tickets.
There you go.
You better use them.
But I do like that. I don't care how many ping pong balls you can pull out of that dog's ass. I'm not giving you the baby, Reverend. That's kind of good too.
All right. Well, we do need to wrap things up because we have to start a shizo.
Yes.
So, Ali, what did you learn tonight?
I learned that I really want to beat the shit out of kids for some reason. It's weird.
And I learned something too. I learned that I should not ever be asked to babysit ever again. All right, we're Mama's Comedy Show. We're here every Friday night at 8 p.m. Call 407-363-1985. Also, if you are at the Orlando Fringe, Sunday, the 28th, Mamas will be performing at 8:30 p.m. So come to the Fringe and hang out with us. And it's I believe it's a free show, but you can tip.
Yes.
And God damn it, you better.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Ali, where can people find you?
You can find me at Comedic Actor on Instagram, at Comedic Actor on TikTok. Find me on Facebook, Ali Flores Comedic Actor. You can follow me on there. I have some shows coming up June 3rd. I will be headlining a stand-up comedy show at Hagen O'Reilly's in Winter Garden. That's a Saturday at 9 p.m. and it is an absolutely free show. My friend Absar Siddiqui is featuring, and the one and only Tracy Wu will be hosting. And then I just found out I will be headlining a show at the Orlando Improv on Father's Day.
Hey.
So, Father's Day. If you got nothing to do, come spend Father's Day with me. I'll be headlining a show. I'm putting that show together right now. I do know that Jess Torres will be hosting, and Preston Canavan will be making an appearance, as well as Isaac Knox will be there as well.
All right. And you can find me on Instagram at Totters. But while you're here, like the Facebook page. That way you can comment on our photos and win a prize. And also you can find me at the Orlando Arena. Yes, and this will be in early October. No data set yet, but I will be battling an unlimited supply of 4-year-olds. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.